Samuel.
You're up. Question. Some of the other parts of the Bronx,
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Sorry, you were speaking about some of the other parts of the Bronx. Any specific plans for that area?
Well, if you speak about Kingsbridge, one of the major projects, if not the major project that's falling on my lap now, is the Kingsbridge Armory. And the fact that we have Related that's been chosen by the city of New York to develop that piece of property. Again, we want all of the interested parties, the elected officials, community leaders, the Community Board 7, the clergy, all want that armory to be developed, except we want to do it and ensure that the community's interests are taken seriously, that jobs, real jobs, with prevailing wages are provided to the people of the Borough of the Bronx. And so I've already met with all of the interested parties, all the shareholders, from Related to the different non-for-profit organizations and organizations like CARA. And now we're starting to put together a comprehensive community benefits agreement now that the ULIP process has already begun.
Mr. Diaz, you spoke about bringing together an economic summit in the Bronx, all the different business groups in the Bronx. They represent different communities, and you're talking about one Bronx. How are you going to get them? What is going to be your strategy to say, okay, you've got to give up part of your responsibility to your community right there, because we're going to focus on the entire borough? How are you going to convince them to do that?
I don't think that we're asking anybody to give up anything. What I want is for everyone to come to the table with their concerns, but I want people who are not from that area to feel those concerns so that we can help them fight. For instance, if you look at the White Plains business strip in the north part of the Bronx, we have to find a way to get an anchor store there. Many other business communities have those anchor stores. Maybe we could find a way where the Business Improvement District or the Merchants Association can learn how other areas have done it, instead of just having them fight that fight all on their own. When you look at the Pelham Bay Merchants Association or the Westchester Square Merchants Association, there's no reason that we can have a comprehensive anti-graffiti program where Bronx Overall Economic Development Corporation can have their own vehicles instead of counting on the city. There's no reason why we can't have some uniformity in how we dispense small business grants and loans so that these business strips can have one collective look where we can invite, attract, keep people shopping right here and not go to bigger malls. So in the coming months, it's not about giving any of your own interests or concerns, giving up anything. It's about putting it on the table and having everybody else feel your pain and helping you fight for those concerns to address them.
New York One Noticias.
Un Bronx significa que lo que sucede en Riverdale, si algo malo sucede en Riverdale, que la gente de Soundviews tiene que luchar junto, mano a mano con los residentes de Riverdale. Si algo sucede bueno en Co-op City, eso quiere decir que la gente en el sur del Bronx beneficia sobre eso. So, cuando hay un problema, sea escuelas que no están educando a nuestros niños, sea servicio de la ciudad que no le está llegando a los residentes, sea un sistema de salud que no le está beneficiando a nuestros niños, no importa dónde la esquina en el condado del Bronx, nosotros juntamente, sea presidente del condado o oficial electo estatal o un consejo o una persona del consejo municipal, nosotros juntamente vamos a luchar y lograr un mejor sistema, un mejor futuro para nuestro condado.
Okay, one more from BronxNet and then we're going to go.
As you Bronx Borough President, what do you have to say to your Bronx resident, both the youth as well as the adults here?
What I have to say to the youth is to learn to participate, volunteer in senior citizen centers the way that I did growing up. They have so much to offer, so much wisdom. What I say to the more mature folks is to not always ostracize and vilify our youth, to get to know them, that there's a certain swagger to the way they conduct themselves, and that doesn't always mean that they want to do negative things or that they only care about negative elements, that we all need to work together, that we all need to support each other, that the time has come where we're no longer going to be divided based on our differences in age or our differences in religion or sexual orientation or what corner of the Bronx we live in. And so I want to speak to everyone here, whether it's old or young, whether it's Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Protestant, Baptist, that the time has come where we all have to start listening to each other, where we have to fight for affordable housing, we have to fight for jobs with prevailing wages, we have to fight for our fair share of school funding from the state of New York. We don't get that. And the young people need older adults to go up to Albany and to the city of New York to fight for that share, the fair share funding. That the time has come that we want our streets as clean as you see it in other boroughs. And we could only do that together. Okay, thank you.